Hi guys, and welcome to the latest video. One of the things I love about hardware upgrades for PCs is, especially if you haven't done one for many years, you get to see quite a stark difference in the items that you're replacing. So today I'm very excited to share with you guys my latest purchase for my recently built custom PC, which is just in the background there. And that purchase is the NVIDIA GTX 1660 Ti by EVGA, the XC edition. And this is going to be replacing what's currently in my new build, which is the ancient Gigabyte GTX 670. So we're going from a GTX 670 to a 1660 Ti, and this will be running with my i9 9900K. Because I game at 1080 and it's more about getting the FPS. I didn't go for an RTX card because I'm just not into ray tracing. The Turing cores are what's important for me because I'll be using this card to encode my Twitch streams as well. So I'm just going to unbox this now and show you what you get inside the box. I'm not too concerned about not having any extra bits with it. Wow. There you can see it's a triple slot card. I'm a bit concerned because it's got HDMI and DVI, which means I'm not sure how I'm going to hook it up to my second monitor right now. But wow, just one fan on the front, GeForce 1660 there. It says EVGA GeForce GTX XC there. It's got some like peelable stuff there. Just have a look at the back. It comes with a little protection thing on the PCI slot. That is a serious heatsink. Very nice heatsink. Quite chunky. I think there's like three what look to be heat pipes running through it. I'm not sure if they run all the way through or how that works. Just the one 8-pin connector there. So that is a really cool looking card. The fan is actually quite cool. It's actually got the EVGA logo on each of the blades on the fan. That is so cool. Really looking forward to installing this. At the same time as installing this, I'm going to be putting in like braided cable extensions just to tidy the build up, because I just put the build together really to get it up and running, because I knew I was going to at some point change the graphics card. Now it's here, we're going to get it installed. So here's a look at my current PC. As you can see, I kind of threw it together a little bit in the end because just of what I had available. So I'm going to be replacing these. I'm going to actually be able to remove one of these PCI Express cables from the modular power supply, which is good because I don't need the 6-pin anymore. So I'll need the 8-pin, and I'll be using the extension, the braided extension that I showed you, so that'll be nice and neat. I'll be using the braided extension here as well to get rid of that on the motherboard connector, just to get rid of that horrible cabling there. So just to kind of tidy it up a little bit, make it look a bit more the part, because this is a little bit unnecessary, isn't it, guys? It doesn't look particularly nice. So here's the old graphics card. It's going to go back in the other computer. Wind Force from Gigabyte, GTX 670, blue PCB on the back. Now, again, going back to my earlier point of building hardware after a long break from the marketplace, and they've made so many changes that even a complete beginner can now make a PC build relatively neat and tidy, both on the back panel, with things like these cable tie holes there, so you can just use cable ties to quickly manage your wiring. Things like these extensions, these braided extensions, things have become so neat and tidy, and you can just build a very nice looking PC with very little experience or knowledge like myself. So let me just put this back panel on, and then I'll show you the business end of this lovely little custom PC. Okay guys, now here is the finished build, and a few tiny little things can make such a big difference. So even though you don't have grommets on this case, because this is more of a budget case, it's a very budget case in fact, so there's no grommets to hide the cable wires, but because you've got the black braiding on the black background, it's looking fine. The black wires there, it's all black wiring, and again the extension, the 8-pin PCIe extension hides the horrible wiring of the power supply, and also using extensions for the CPU fan and the system fans, so you can actually run your cable. So that's actually a CPU fan running right behind the motherboard, and it just makes the whole build look really neat. And there is my EVGA GeForce GTX XC triple slot GPU. Can't believe how small this thing is, yet it will give me almost GTX 1070 like performance with the i9 installed. So I'm really looking forward to powering this up and giving it a run. So I will be making some videos with some like benchmarks or whatever, or some just gameplay footage to see how it runs. In the meantime, this will be going back in its trusty home with my Z68 i5 2500K build, which has served me well. Is over there. Needs a really good clean. It's filthy, dusty and everything. Never put a PC on the floor, especially if you've got pets. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.